Hey, folks, this is Nick.
And I'm Brandon, and this is Coast to Coast.
In an hour and 8 minutes, to be exact. Now that we're recording,
Now that we're recording.
say stuff. Speaking of recording, hey everybody,
Hey,
welcome back.
another episode of We're Not Ready. I mean, Coast to Coast.
You know what? We might want to change the name. It might not be a bad idea.
Change the name
Are
to
you-
We're Not Ready.
Exactly.
The We're Not Ready
Warm?
podcast.
You're warm, but you're not warm.
Whatever.
You peel off your little flannel. Look at you over there, dude. You're all svelte and shit. Look at you, man. You've been like working out or something. Look at them traps.
The t-shirt just makes it look that way.
Is that what it is? I think it's the beard.
It probably does it too. It hides
Beard. Yeah, the beard just makes it look like you got this gargantuan Hulk neck. Just
Yeah. Dude, all week.
all week.
All week.
What happened all week?
Oh, hell.
Uh-oh.
I had a hell of a week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, work. You know, you got to do work.
Oh yeah. I had to go back to work this week. Ugh.
Our temperature here has dropped again. It went from warm to now it's chilly, and it's so annoying.
I'm jealous. What's your temperature?
Jealous.
Yeah,
You're riding with the window down and shirt on, and I'm like going, oh, I hate him.
dude. It was yeah. Window down. No AC in my car, and
got
it
the
was
window
like
down.
86 degrees or 84 degrees.
It's a little too warm, but that's still better than 43 with rain.
I will trade you in a heartbeat.
You want 43 in rain.
I ain't gonna sweat my ass off making my hour drive home from work in 40 something degree
What?
weather. Why is this? There we go. That's better. Getting all tangled in cords and shit.
You're so weird.
Sometimes. Dude, I've told you before, I prefer to be cold than hot any day of the week. I can always put on more clothes. I can only take off so much before they put me in jail. Just saying.
I don't know. I don't like being cold, but I don't like being super hot anymore either. I like to be right in the middle.
Yeah. I only like to sweat if I'm like working out, if that makes any kind of sense.
Sweating.
It's gross.
It's gross.
It's fucking gross, dude. I hate being hot. I can't stand being hot, dude.
Well, just a quick note. You got another package on the way.
Oh,
I finally got the damn clamps in the mail.
oh, nice.
My
Thank
wife
you.
shipped them out.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we got you guys' we got your gift that you sent us for a little baby girl. Like I was telling you before, showed it to my wife. She was in the middle of changing her diaper, and I brought it into the room, and I'm like, look, honey, look what Nick sent. Well, I said Nick and his wife. I said, look what Nick and his wife sent. And she goes, oh, that's like the cutest thing ever. Oh my god.
You know, you're gonna have to send me a picture of her wearing it.
We're gonna have to wait a couple months.
Oh, it's a little big because she's
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Because it's a 0 to 3 outfit that you guys sent, and she's still in newborn clothes.
I have no idea what she sent. So
It's cute.
she showed me, and then I forgot.
It's cute. It's this. It almost looks like overalls, right? Except they're shorts. And it had this like little bow and like a flowery kind of shirt, and the primary color in it was like orange. And dude, it was cute as shit.
Supposed to be
It's cute
good
as shit.
stuff. It's from Carter. I guess that's supposed to be good baby clothes.
Yeah. Britt absolutely loves Carter's. Like all of Megan's baby clothes, all of Jacob's baby clothes when he was younger was all Carter's.
Really?
Yeah.
How do I keep doing the right things? Or if somebody in my it's so weird how everything works out with us. It's so
I don't know
Weird
how it
reality.
happens, but it's just like it's just boom magic.
Is there like a Carter's outlet or something around you?
I don't think so. No, Britt gets everything online.
Online.
Yeah. She's like fully 100% in charge of ordering clothes.
Dude.
I mean, dude, I'm like Target special.
I told my wife something I want to do, and then when she mailed out the clam, she remembered to do it. I can't wait till you get it.
Something else? There's something else now too?
I want to tell you so bad, but at the same time, I want you to just see it and be like, what?
Good Lord. Always something with you. Always thought there's always some kind of surprise.
Surprise!
I told you I hate surprises.
Why?
I mean, okay. I like surprises, but I don't like surprises when someone tells me that there's a surprise coming and then I have to wait because I'm an impatient bastard.
When you see it, you're going to be like, what an ass.
Oh, now that's exciting. Can I just do it now and get it out of the way? What an ass.
There you go. Yeah. I think I know what you're going to do when you get it. You're going to pull it out and you're going to be like, you're probably going to laugh your ass off.
Did you send me a coffee crisp?
Sent you two.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No way. Yes. Dude. Okay.
Well, I don't know what made you think of it. Oh, damn it.
It was the TikTok post that you put up the other day.
Dude, I still keep watching it. It kills me. It's so fucking
dude, that shit was hilarious. But no, okay, if it's actually a coffee crisp, I will like record a video of an unboxing, unwrapping, first taste of this damn thing, and I will let our entire listening audience, I think we've got about 5 people instead of the 1 or 2 that we had before. I'll let them know if the main ingredient is actually, and I quote, deliciousness or not. It's correct. I'm eating coffee. It's deliciousness.
I laughed at my own self because I'm looking down and I'm looking for what's in it. And I'm like, it's delicious. It's got 100%. You guys were just like, oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. So I know that was a clip from a previous episode when we had Jam on here. I'm wondering, is there a way that we can pull that clip up and just play it right now for everybody? If that's possible, dude, I think that would be very cool because there might be people out there. This could be the very first episode that they've ever seen. And they're like, what the hell are these guys talking about? Right. I just think it's hilarious because you're always eating something. And I found myself already, dude, we're 6 minutes and some odd seconds into this show right now, right? Into our hour-long show. Yeah. And I'm already wondering what you're going to munch on later. Like, do you have chips? Do you have more coffee crisp? Like, what do you have? I know you've got something.
Well, you never know. That was too fucking funny, dude. What are you eating? You're always eating. We're on the fucking show.
We're on the show. You're always eating when we're on a show. You can't get much more like live reaction than that. Someone starts to munch on something. Go. I'm just saying.
That was twice that episode that you heard something. You're right. You're like, what's going on?
No.
It was at the end of it. He was talking about something. And he said something about being a loser. And you were like, huh? I said, he said you're a loser.
Okay, so I listened to the show, that episode with Jam over the course of, it was like 2 days. I listened to it on my drive home. And then I listened to it the next morning on my drive to work so I could finish it. And I distinctly remember hearing you say that. Well, I'm trying to choke down a burp right now. I'm sorry. I don't remember when we were actually filming the show hearing you say that, but I remember hearing it on the actual show itself. He said, "You're a loser." Dude, I died in the car. I just started dying.
So,
was
sometimes we got some good
fantastic.
stuff going on. All right, you ready?
Oh yeah,
Oh, where'd you go?
I'm still here.
Oh, I remember. I didn't do something. Well, I want to show video.
Show
That's not how
video
it's
panel.
supposed to be, but fuck it. That's going to be the way it is.
Whatever. It's fine. I don't need
What
to
are you
be here.
eating now, dude? You're always eating. We're on the fucking show.
Coffee crisp.
What is that?
Not a sponsor
Coffee
yet.
crisp. What the fuck is a coffee crisp?
It's a candy bar, dude. It's so good.
A coffee flavored candy bar.
Oh, it's fucking delicious.
I'll just drink some coffee.
I think
eating
I'd
coffee.
rather have coffee too. You're eating coffee. What's in it? What the
Coffee.
Is it like a Kit Kat, a coffee flavored Kit Kat bar or something?
It's delicious. It's got 100% deliciousness. It's delicious. It's got.
I can't tell you what's in it. It's fucking good.
let's get Jam on the podcast. So what's on tap for the podcast tonight? Nick's eating coffee and Brandon's drinking Diet Pepsi. Not sponsors yet.
Pretty much.
Oh,
They will be soon.
you can't
That'd be
script
cool.
that type of shit, man.
Oh hell no, dude! You know how cool it would be to like get Pepsi as a sponsor one
That'd
day.
be interesting.
Oh, I already bleed their product.
Oh,
Yes,
it'd be cool to
everybody.
get coffee crisp.
If I ever
That'd
go
be
to a
fun
hospital, hook me up to an IV with Diet Pepsi. I believe I said that in that episode. Pepsi,
He's fading away fast.
we need you.
Get the Diet Pepsi. This stuff is bad for you.
Yeah, screw CPR, screw IVs, screw
No, you
medical
need CPR,
procedures.
hit you
Just
with
give
the
me
can of
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Perfect. All you got to do. I'm passed out somewhere. This is it.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, yeah. You rang.
Oh man, Lord.
Okay, so you said you had a hell of a week
Yeah.
with work and everything else. So what was going on?
Dude, you probably don't really pay attention when you're busy. The stuff I'm working on is nuts.
I remember you showing the van with the
that van.
with the, like swamp cooler or whatever the hell it
Oh,
was
my
hooked up
God,
to the
dude.
back window.
That thing. She paid $6,000 for that thing. It's an old van. It's like a '97.
$6,000.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing looked like it was worth about 6 pennies.
She's putting $7,000 into it to fix it up.
Why?
I know. My guy I work with, my wife's cousin, gave her how he's like, I'll hook you up. And he was going to take that van from her.
Uh-huh.
And for just a little bit more money, he had this beautiful fucking RV we just got. And she's
Uh-huh.
like, no, I can't drive. No, I like my van. I'm looking at this gorgeous
Wow.
RV. I'm going, you want the van he's offering? Okay.
Wow.
People like what they like, though, dude.
What does she want to use the van for?
She's going to live in it.
Hang on. Hold on. She's
So,
gonna live in
yeah.
a van. Hey, down by the river.
I hope that lady don't see this podcast.
I actually, you know what? I have mad respect for people that do that. Like the people that will load up their SUV or their van or their fucking Subaru or whatever it is, and then they'll just live in it. They'll do their like online job or whatever, and all they do is just travel state to state to state to state to state to state to state. Dude, that is cool. I've
Well, she's
always
older.
wanted to
She'd
do
be
something like that.
retiring. She said that she was divorced. She had like a few businesses, but whatever. Now she's just security, and she only works 3 days a week. Blah blah blah.
Mhm.
She says, and then when I retire, I'm not going to really have anything from the divorce. I mean, I'm not really going to have nothing, so I'm just going to get rid of what I got left, and I'm just going to travel, and I'm just going to live in this van.
See that I I actually really do think that's cool. Like
It is
I'm
cool
a
in
little
a
bit
sense.
I'm a little bit flabbergasted because I've never actually heard from another person during a conversation, hey, I got this thing and this person's going to be living out of their van. I've only ever seen it on like fucking YouTube. Right. But mad respect.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So we
Gotta
gutted
fix
all
this
the
thing.
crap out of it, and I'm redoing it custom. I'm building a custom bed the way she wants it, like a van. I'm making it exactly the way she wants it.
Nice.
Which is,
How long?
I mean, it's technically cool. It's just, I don't know.
How long is it? How long do you think it's going to take to get it all fixed up and finished?
Not too long. Well, I don't know because we're working on 32 different things at a damn time. I'm all over the place.
Are you
I'll do
seriously?
some stuff to this, and then I got to wait for a part. So I go to this one over here, and then I got to wait for that to dry. So I go to this one over here. I got to wait for that glue to cure. So then I jump over on this one, and I get the generator working. I'm not kidding, man.
Hey, Nick, what'd you work on today? This, that, the other thing, the hoojama gadget over there, the whatchamacallit right there. I'm waiting on parts for that thing there.
It's exactly.
That's
Crazy.
amazing.
It's something. We had 2
And this
days
is
where we went on dude, today I go on a service call
Uh-huh.
because the
Is
cousin
that
was already
is this the one with the big fancy fifth
no,
wheel?
that was yesterday. Yeah,
Oh, dude, that
that
one.
fifth
those
wheel's the
pictures,
best one. That's the most beautiful one I've ever seen, man. It looked like a real
that
house inside.
thing was
Oh,
amazing.
gorgeous. Anyway,
Anyway,
so I go to this one
service call
today. The cousin, a guy I work with, was there this morning. Lady was calling. Old lady that camps on a golf course, and she's like drunk all day.
camps on a golf course.
She's calling on the phone. She's like, I got no hot water.
Where do you find these people?
Dude, we find, there's, when you do the camper shit, there's every kind of person out there. You never know what you know, last year I did
That's
a service
amazing.
call, and you know how I got paid? She came out and said,
Oh no.
do you eat Raisin Bran? I got Raisin Bran. It's open. We only had one bowl out of it. I got paid with Raisin Bran.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do you eat Raisin Bran? We've only had one bowl. Did you take the Raisin Bran?
Yeah, I didn't want to be rude.
And that
I gave it
was
to my
payment
dog.
for what though? That was payment for what? What was the service? What did you do?
We were getting her hot water tank running.
Oh my God.
She's actually a good payer, I guess he said. She used to pay him, but I guess she thinks she's paid him enough now.
Here's some cereal. By the way, the milk's extra.
Obviously, he ended up taking care of me of it anyways, but it was just hilarious. To this day, he said it today. He's like, well, this lady won't pay with Raisin Bran, I promise. Good Lord, dude. Anyways, so I go to this one today. He was already there this morning.
Mm-hmm.
She's calling because she has no hot water. So he gets the thing. Well, he actually just hits a switch and it just fires up. He's like, there you go. You got hot water.
Okay.
He leaves. He's like 30 minutes away. This thing is like an hour drive. Some of our service calls are far. She calls him, I don't got my hot water. He's like, what are you talking about? It's not. It was warm for a second and then it's cold. I got to have my hot water. So he's like, I don't know. Well, he came on back to the shop. He's like, I don't want to have to come back out and can charge you again. Make sure, let it, whatever. So later that day, I'm sitting there and he goes, listen, she's calling, and he puts her on, and sure enough, she was slockered. I need my hot water. I don't got the hot water. Right away, I think I knew exactly what it was. I'm like, I bet you the fucking bypass is open. Hot water tank has got the hot and cold line, but when you winterize these things, there's a bypass, and you open it and you shut off the hot water fill and the hot water exit. And then it makes the cold water just circulate and it eliminates the hot water tank so you can drain it so it don't freeze.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm like, I bet you somebody didn't open the bypass or close it, I mean. So they opened the hot water and the cold water lines, but they left the bypass open so the cold water's feeding with the hot water.
Gotcha.
So we go all the way back out. We're laughing. He got her on the phone, dude.
Hour drive, right? Is that what you said?
He got her on the phone and he's just messing with her.
Oh no. Because she's so snockered.
She's drunk. He's like, sorry. Well, they got cable for you out there? Yeah. Well, what are you watching on cable? He's just making her talk just to be. He's looking. He's going, watch. He's just got her. Well, I'm watching MSNBC, but the Yankees are on later. But anyways, she's really a nice lady. She's just drunk.
Yeah.
We get there. He goes up to the relief valve right away and opens it, and he feels hot water. He's like, look, it's hot. It was like fucking hot.
Yeah.
We go to the camper. They turn the hot water on, and it's warm for a second, and it goes cold. And he's like, no, you know what? You're doing it right. And he does, and he goes, holy shit, you're right. And it went from warm to cold. I'm thinking to myself, something's not right. It's got to be. So I run out, and I do the relief valve again, still scalding hot at the tank. It's the fuck. I know it is. So I walk in there and I look, and sure enough, I close the bypass. I go, there you go, steaming fucking hot water. $100.
Wow.
I got 100. He got 100 just to go out there and turn that fucking little valve.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a $200 job.
Well, you got to figure an hour call. It's 150 to go out to a call.
Okay.
I got
I'm in the wrong industry.
There's money in this thing because nobody wants to do it.
Yeah.
They're not really technically, with a lot of people, so if you're like me, no bragging really, but just saying, it's not really a big deal. But a motorhome is just something odd. People are afraid to fuck with them.
Yeah.
So it's in a sense,
it's not like you just take it to the regular old mechanic down the street or whatever.
So it's kind of a specialty thing. But I did construction and I've built cars, so I have everything there is to work on these things.
Nice.
So there is money in it.
I think I have a screwdriver right over there in the toolbox somewhere. I don't do all that fancy stuff. You do all kinds of. You're super handy. I'm like handy yesterday. As in, if you need something, today or tomorrow, don't ask.
I went to a call yesterday. Guy has this old ass RV.
Okay.
Sold it, but it won't start. He puts a battery in it. He calls us. He says, I've lost my patience. I put a brand new battery in it. There's no power. Not that it just ain't starting. The dome light, nothing comes on. It's dead like the battery's unhooked.
Okay.
So we go out there. We're looking around. For a minute, it was confusing because the wires are kind of scrambled because it's old. And I'm trying to trace each wire where it goes.
Or something.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought at first because it wasn't reading right. I'm like, it's like the ground ain't right.
Yeah.
Looking, and underneath, because it's a Ford. The old Fords had like a solenoid on the wall.
Okay.
And then that would go to the starter, where now this solenoid's right on the starters.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm looking back here and I see a burnt wire, and I'm going, I bet you got a no good fusible link. Fusible link is really a wire, but it's like a fuse and they'll burn really easy.
Mm-hmm.
And I get behind all the wires and I pull this wire out, and sure enough, it was burnt. And it was just pieces of wire. I kept pulling. It was like broken all in there. I'm like, there's your problem. I finally
get at this thing for 6 years.
You're normally, when a fusible link goes bad, normally you have to just replace it.
Okay.
But I kept pulling chunks of wire out. I got down to where there was this much of the fusible link wire left.
Uh-huh.
And it was hard and still stuck. So I clamped a fitting onto it and I put it all back together. And all the power came back on.
Boom.
$270. Wow.
Oh my God. This is why you only work 5-hour days some days, isn't it? Ew. So I remember you were telling me before that what you guys do is kind of seasonal, kind of like how construction's seasonal and all that kinds of stuff with the campers is kind of seasonal as well. I always would have figured that like campers would have been more of a year-round kind of thing. Like me, my brain goes, okay, it's wintertime. There's a bunch of retired people. They're going to want to get their campers all squared away and whatnot so they can do the whole snowbird thing and like go to the warmer places or whatever. Is that not necessarily the case?
Most people store them during the winter, just like boats. I'm surprised. Why you quit during the winter? These things have furnaces and shit in them.
Yeah. I mean,
a lot of them.
It's a mobile home.
Yeah.
Right.
They do make them, and they will make them where even the pipelines, like the outside underneath, is insulated so that shit don't freeze under it. That's not in the unit.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually put like heaters to blow in compartments. So they make them. So I'm shocked. Like I got my camper up at my camp, and I want to go there during the winter too. I don't want to shut it down for the winter. Why would I want to quit?
Exactly.
I'll go there in the snow too. Okay.
It's more fun in the snow.
So I got to
everything's more fun in the snow, in my opinion.
Yeah, but not for long, dude. I love the snow, but not for long. Start snowing at Thanksgiving. Have a beautiful white Christmas. Nice New Year's Eve and New Year's. Spring.
just get all that stuff out of the way and then just get it over with, is what you're saying.
That's right.
Do you have any I know you got your like four-wheelers and your quads and all that kinds of stuff. You got like snowmobiles and stuff too, or no?
No, there hasn't been enough snow for them.
Oh, okay. How much snow do you guys usually get?
Usually a shitload, but I remember being a kid and whole fucking snowdrifts were like up.
Yeah.
It's different here. When I was a kid, we got ass blizzards, man. And I remember walking. Listen, you know how they make the joke of, I walked uphill in the snow to school.
Yeah.
I did that. Ways. I literally walked uphill in the snow to school when I was a kid. School, both in elementary and high school, so we're up on the, they actually say, you live on the hill? They call it the hill.
Uh-huh.
So I remember being kids and we'd be walking, the snow's way up here because they had little plows who plow the sidewalk. They kept the streets plowed. There was no snow. I might have got one snow day in all the years I went to school.
Oh, shit.
They would get up and plow and go, streets are open. Come on. So we'd be going up the hill and it'd be snowing, like blowing snow in your face. And we'd be telling we're mountain men climbing up.
just head down and bear it.
Now today here, it's almost as bad as down south, man. They get snow days like, oh shit. The fuck, man. We didn't get them.
Where I grew up, it would snow pretty hefty, like 15 minutes away from us, the opposite direction of my school. So all the kids in that little town wouldn't have to go to school for a day because they'd be snowed in. But my house, when they would get, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 feet of snow or whatever, I'd get nothing.
Really?
Oh, dude. Yeah. I can count on one hand the amount of times it snowed at my house when I was growing up.
Then you say, Dad, can't we move 15 minutes away?
I love the snow.
But you were close enough to snow. Did you go anywhere and go sledding?
Oh, dude, we would go up all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 10-minute drive and you're at the snow. Like, okay. It was awesome.
Isn't it weird how just 10 minutes from you, there's like shitloads of snow?
Dude, it's freaky. It still boggles my mind, like to this day. Now where we live, that same town that I was referencing. Okay, so the town itself is called Pollock Pines. Okay. Where our house is right here, it's only about 30 minutes to get to Pollock Pines. So I mean, if it snows and we want to go to the snow with the kids or whatever one day, no problem. Let's go.
Ooh. More interaction with the people. You guys can answer to this. Do you like snow? Do you have snow? What do you prefer? I prefer.
Drop it in the comments. Let us know.
A little bit of winter, spring and fall.
If I had my way, I would live in a place that had as much snow as Antarctica 24/7 because I love the snow. Mainly because I hardly ever see it.
Dude,
Even though when it snows, it's only 30 minutes away. We very rarely go. I mean, when we want to, it's easy. Like I said, just throw the kids in the car.
I could be wrong because there are people that just love it. My wife loves it, but I really think that if you actually live somewhere where it was just snowing all the time and it was cold forever, and then you're like, I just want some warm for a little bit, it gets old.
I would be okay with it.
Here is annoying because when it starts to get to spring, you'll suddenly get that warm day, 60 degrees, 70 degrees. And then all of a sudden, snowstorm. It's like, come the fuck on. It's fucking annoying.
That's fantastic.
Pick one.
Me, I think where I would have a problem, really the only problem I think I would have with the snow would be like the constant shoveling of the driveway or something. You know, I'd have to get one of those snow blower things or whatever the hell they're called. It's like the snow lawnmower for your driveway. Just give me one of them things. Let me launch that some bitch. 15
Get yourself
feet.
a wheeler with a little plow on it.
There you go. Whatever. It spits the snow way over there. Have the kids come out. They can play in it. Oh, look, it's snowing, even though it's not really snowing.
I have a plow on my truck.
Yeah. Now that's fancy dancy.
Which is pointless now because the driveway I have barely fits a car on it.
I can see you in the middle of a in the middle of some kind of snowstorm. You get a couple of feet of snow or whatever. You're like, all right, y'all watch this. Boop. Here comes the plow. Leader of the pack. Everyone else is like that damn whatever that commercial was way back in the day. Just stay in its tracks. Just stay in its tracks. Just stay in its tracks. And then they had that damn snow plow, and his trainer looks at the driver and he goes, just stay in its tracks. And he's like following some Ford Focus or some shit like that. I can see you doing something like that. You're just like in your truck, activate your little plow. All right, everybody follow me. Come on. Go to camp.
You know what's funny is you're not allowed to drop your plow in the streets.
Only your driveway.
Only your driveway.
Really?
I'm like,
did not know that.
I'm surprised. The city could save a lot of money if they just let people plow. Instead of just sending out their huge trucks and these guys are going and going. There's all these plow truck guys while they're going from house to house to do their plowing.
Yeah.
They have their blade going down the street.
Did they drop salt or sand where you're at?
Freaking salt, man. It rocks the shit out of the cars.
Yep.
Unless you pay the money and you get like oil baths. They make these holes and they'll oil the inside of your doors and then they'll spray a special oil under your car and completely coat it. And then you don't really get that so bad.
Well, why do they use, because out here, the spots where they do that kind of stuff, they use like some kind of sand mixture or whatever. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they did that when I was living down south. It was like a sand just to give you traction.
But why are they still using salt over there where you're at? Like they know that it just rots the shit out of your vehicles.
And it eats the streets with just potholes that you wouldn't believe.
So why wouldn't they make the switch?
Use it because
it's not like it can't be cheaper.
No, but it melts the snow and the ice.
I understand that, but like at what cost? At the cost of you yourself having to get a new vehicle every few. Oh, it's all about the money, man. Got to get the money back to the dealership so that can be pumped back into your economy or whatever. I don't know.
You know what they use is organic. I can't remember where it was. Frickin' beet juice.
Organic beet juice.
They use beet juice for that. Like we use salt or you'd use sand. They use beet juice and apparently it melts it.
Is it better for your vehicle than
beet
all
juice?
The other?
What's it gonna do?
I have no idea.
Not like Beats like Dr. Dre's headphones.
No. Oh my God. You're on a roll. I have a question.
Okay.
And this is going back to the whole camper RV thing. What was the weirdest call that you got? Like just strangest, whether it was interaction or individual or circumstance or whatever it was, but like, what's just like the weirdest story? I mean, the drunk lady was pretty good.
No, the drunk lady ain't one of the weirdest ones.
No?
Dude, there's so many. It's hard to believe. I did it last summer and this year so far, and it's like so many.
Yeah.
Just busy this year.
Just keep happening.
What? Well, like the frickin' Raisin Bran lady. Yeah, that one kills me.
I ain't got no milk for you. Old Bessie's out back though.
Oh, then there's that dude I told you about before when we first started this whole thing. They had a fifth wheel camper, and he's always like, "Argh."
Oh yeah.
Dude, he acted like he worked. He'd call in, "You guys at the shop today?" He talked real like you'd think he was half asleep.
Yeah, this is the quote unquote mountain man guy kind of guy.
I got my
from
cowboy
like
boots
Duck
from.
Dynasty, right?
Yeah, I got the guy. Yeah, I got my cowboy boots from this guy.
Okay. Wait, did he pay you? As in your payment was cowboy boots?
That was $100 towards there. They're like $300 cowboy boots. I got them for $100.
Wow.
But he'd call in, "You guys at the shop today?" "Yeah. I don't know if I'll be in today." "Okay." "You're a customer."
It's like he's calling off from work or something.
We would laugh. We're like, okay. We'd look at each other like, why is he calling us Tony? He coming in today? Fuck, that's weird. Dude, there's a lot of weird ones. There's some nice people. There's some cool ass people. There's some really nice trailers. And there's some. We got one that just. No, we got a second one now. One that smelled so bad.
Oh.
Nobody would go
thanks.
in it.
No thanks. Bring the hazmat suit.
Oh. There's one we got, this Eco line. It's like I don't know. It's an Eco special one. It's real light. It's weird. Little guy, but super expensive. This dude's father's got money, got it for him, and he went to like Florida or something. He lived in it for 6 months or something. Brand new, dude. Lived in it for a few months. Brings it back. It's trashed.
So hang on, let me get this straight. Dude's dad picked it up for dude. Dude had it, you said 6 months.
And it's trash. It's filthy.
And it was brand new when he got it?
Brand damn new off the lot. Cabinet doors falling apart. Shit stains running down the front of the cabinet. Shit piled in the sink. So, dude, it looks like somebody's been living out of it for years and just never cleaned a thing.
Okay, you need to nickname that guy the Breaking Bad guy. He was out there cooking meth. I'm just saying.
Sean, the guy I work with, my cousin, he's like crackhead, dude. Gotta be. So what did he bring it in for? Well, he came back and we got to clean it, fix the shit he fucked up, and he wants to sell it. He's not even embarrassed, dude. Like Sean's seen him. He went out with this guy. He knows the guy. Old guy. He's like 90. They got dinner or something. He brought him back, and the guy has a hard time getting upstairs. He's real old. Sean goes to help him. The dude's son's there, and he's like, "I've been wondering where you're at and making me worried about. Get up them damn stairs. Get in the house." Sean goes to help him. He's like, "He can do it. Leave him alone. He can do it." Like, holy fuck. If I would have been Sean, I'd be like, you know what? I'm fucking helping him, dude. Girl, fucking set and be a dude.
Yeah, dude sounds like an asshole.
But Sean gets this camper, and the guy's not even embarrassed at all that, hey, look how I fucking live.
Right.
Look how filthy I am, dude. Ain't that cool? You can't live that filthy. Only I can do it.
Right. I don't know why, but that kind of just reminded me of a story I read online. This is a long time ago, dude. Something about there's some guy that hasn't taken a bath or bathed at all in like 60 some odd years somewhere, and he like holds the world record for world's filthiest person. Ooh. Did you see that? Have you seen that one?
No.
Don't bother looking it up because it's gross. Dude, it's disgusting. It was bad.
I've been in some disgusting places doing contracting work. I'm going to tell you right now.
I've been in some disgusting places doing the kind of work that I used to do, but we're not going to talk about it. Oh no.
Dude, this lady lived in a tiny little trailer. And it was a guy my mother lived with. It was his sister. She wasn't quite right, older.
Mm-hmm.
She had freaking so many cats, dude, in this thing.
She lives in a 6x8 little trailer. She got about 250 damn cats in there. Okay.
You open the door, she's like, "Don't let the cat out."
Oh my God.
She probably know one was missing. But she'd always have her telephone line kept going bad, and they got sick of getting the telephone company to come out because they're kind of embarrassed. So they knew I was doing contractor, and his name was Philip. He'd be like, "Can you like come over here and fix this for me?"
Hey, can you do me a favor?
So I go there and I think nothing of it. But as soon as the door opens, dude, I'm not in it. I'm outside. The door opens, and I'm like, "Whoa!"
Oh, bad.
The cat urine smell, dude, was so. I don't know how she didn't have a major lung disease or something. The most potent. You know, cat piss like gets like ammonia, not pneumonia, ammonia. So, like, I would go in and try to hold my breath for periods of time if I could, because it burned breathing.
Oh my God!
Bring me a respirator. Like she didn't live in half of it, dude. The kitchen was just old, dirty dishes all over. Like, if you walked in to this place, but she wasn't there and it was just empty, no, she wasn't in there. You would swear that this thing was abandoned and nobody was living there for years, the way it looked. She was down to just one room she stayed in. It was the problem with her telephone line is because it's close to the floor, the cats kept pissing in the damn thing. It would short it out.
That's amazing.
I relocated it. I'm like, you're never having this problem again. We're gonna put it way up here.
Right. You're like, I'm gonna tack that sumbitch to the roof. Okay.
Oh man, it was crazy. Wow. I've seen some.
I mean, dude, I've in my previous jobs, I've been in some pretty nasty places.
It's amazing.
I don't understand how people could live the way they live. So
I mean, anybody can get dirty. Like you just get lazy and your house gets messy.
Yeah. But
it's amazing.
Eventually, you know, Sunday comes around or
somebody gets sick of it and is like, okay, pick the shit up.
Exactly. A day rolls around and you're like, you better do some deep spring cleaning. Okay. And then you get your ass to work. One of my previous jobs, there was this, it was like a vacant warehouse. Okay. And we had to go in there for something. And it turns out that there were a bunch of homeless individuals that had essentially taken this warehouse and took like the office spaces and made them into bedrooms, basically. Right. They had like toilets and all that other kinds of stuff. They brought in beds or whatever that they found and like just threw them on the floor. There was clothes everywhere. There was trash everywhere. There was rotten food everywhere. One of the bathrooms, the toilet was literally overflowing with like, you know, human fecal matter. And it was just absolutely atrocious. And while they were in there, because no one had essentially been in this warehouse for a long time, they had started to go through and they were like stripping out the copper and all the wiring and all that kinds of stuff and whatnot, you know. And then eventually someone purchased that property and they all found themselves back out, you know. They're homeless people, so they're back out doing their thing. But dude, that one was rough. I went to a house one time, similar kind of situation. It was a house in a like in an HOA, right? In a decent neighborhood. And this is like the crack house and all crack houses, dude. It was one of those things where we opened the door and like you said with the cat, right? Like just
like, whoa.
No. There is a distinct smell to transients being homeless individuals. Dude, oh my God, we opened that door and it was so bad that we almost called the police thinking that there were
Someone
going to
was
be
dead.
dead bodies in there. It smelled so unbelievably bad.
You ever open a fridge that's just got rotten
Oh
food
God,
in
no. Never open a fridge, period, unless it's your own or your mother's or your friends, and they're like clean, and you know it's good to go, and
I'll
all
tell
the
you
ingredients are fresh.
3 quick nasty things.
Oh no.
The first one, this lady calls me. She had these people renting this place. They're out. She needed the carpets ripped out. They were bad.
Okay, bad.
And then there was flooring she wanted me to rip up, but it was linoleum that somebody glued the shit out of it. I couldn't get it off.
Oh.
I got paid good money, but I go, dude, in order to take this carpet up, same thing. As soon as the door of that house opened, I was like, whoa. In order to rip up this carpet, I got one of those masks that's like, it goes on. It's got the big filters for like paint and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it actually eliminated the smell somehow. I couldn't just be in there, dude. I had to wear, me and my wife had these crazy masks on so we could breathe. They had,
your wife was with you on this.
Yeah. It was cats, dogs. They had some other kind of lizards or something. There was just all kinds of animals. Like they just let things roam and piss and shit throughout the house.
And these people were living in there?
They had a kid in there.
How old was the kid?
Little baby that crawls on these floors, man. One room we went in because they took the furniture out and you could see the carpet was so dark and filthy and stained. And then where there was a piece of furniture, it looked brand fucking new. So you could really see how bad.
We would sit there. I would have called Child Protective Services.
We would cut strips, roll it up, and it felt like the carpet was so saturated. It felt like it was still wet. It just felt sticky. And we had gloves and it was gross. Our clothes reeked afterwards, dude. It was so gross.
I think
I got it done. I got everything ripped out.
My mouth.
Now the next one.
Oh God, no. Yeah, I legitimately almost just threw up.
This house that remember I told you that not too long ago I used to manage properties for a guy.
Yeah.
So one building had like 6 apartments, and one of them they were nuisance tenants. It was an old lady had problems. My brother actually knew her. He worked with her at college.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a son that was like, he was a bad dude. I almost killed this guy. I was going to.
Oh.
He gave us we finally had to evict him. He was not a good dude. Thought he was something, though. He thought he was a rapper. He's on like SoundCloud. He's singing some weird shit.
Yeah. Just thinks he's king shit, SOB.
So we get him out and we go in there to assess the apartment. And we had to completely gut and remodel it. It was so filthy.
Okay.
We go in the bathroom and it just stunk. And the bathtub was filthy and looked like I don't think they ever showered. It looked like I told you the other house. It looked like this house has not been lived in years. It just looked like an old, unused, forever tub.
Really?
Everything was gross. This lady had in a way I felt bad for her. The dude didn't treat her well. And she had dialysis, or she had like the bags.
Oh, okay.
And there was stuff from that laying around. They had
just sitting out.
Yeah. My wife opens the fridge and she's like, oh shit.
No. I thought it would be okay because people actually live here.
Open the freezer. Freezers take a bit to stink because it's so cold.
Yeah.
And you still smelled it out of the freezer. And there's the Cool Whip tubs.
Oh God, yeah.
There's a Cool Whip tub with no lid and a piece of chicken just sitting there. Oh, we had to rip. We ripped out cabinets and everything. The cabinets were sticky.
I want to go back to the chicken real quick. Was it like a chicken popsicle in the freezer? like almost like a snow cone. It's just covered in all that ice.
Oh man, we couldn't believe it. I'm kidding you not. We had to get the fridge out. We were going to take it to the dump. We ripped everything out, cabinets and everything.
He's getting all worked up over here, people.
We ripped everything out, dude. Gutted it.
Okay.
I get the hand truck to get the fridge out, and as I tilt it, it's not too bad.
Oh,
We
no,
see
no, no.
something kind of dripping. But
Oh
where
God,
we
no,
go,
no.
dude. We get to the truck, and we get it on my bed of my truck, and I go to lift it so we can get it into the truck, and all this nasty, super stink juice
Oh God, I can still hear it with the headphones off.
drips and pours out all over my arm.
Oh,
I was like, no fucking way. Come on with this.
I'm feeling nauseous.
Oh, then we go in the basement where their area was, and
There's more.
they had a room. It wasn't supposed to be the room they used. It was technically a maintenance room for like me or whatever, whoever property manager was to keep stuff.
Okay.
But they took it over, and they just had they had shit everywhere, all kinds of crap throughout the basement, and they had a stand-up freezer.
Oh
It's not plugged in. Do you think they used it?
Oh no!
Unplugged,
no.
full of food. You'll never know what the food was. It was all just black and furry and fuck that. We're not touching it.
Okay.
My
Not
wife
only
cracked
can
the
I
door.
see it, but I can like smell it right now.
You know, cracked the door. She cracked the door enough, and she's seen it. She's like, "Holy shit!" My wife is a trooper, dude. It doesn't bother like it does me. That fridge was nasty in the kitchen. She actually put gloves on or whatever, and she cleaned it out.
What?
Got the
Dude,
shit out of
your
it.
wife is all that is woman. That's insane.
Oh man, but there was hidden juices in that damn thing. Because when I moved it, it poured out all over my arm. But she opened that fridge and she was like, "No." So I'm like, you know what? I've had enough with this shit. We're gonna put it out there because here people scrap like crazy. Like if you put metal out to the curb, it's gone in seconds. Scrap.
Oh wow. Okay.
So if you really want shit out, you just put like on Facebook Marketplace, scrap metal, come get it.
Yeah.
So I like scrap metal. We got old appliances and shit. Sure enough, these people showed up in 10 seconds, man.
Nice.
I'm like, you got to get it out of there. I got out of that one. I'm not, no more rotten juices on me. I'm sorry.
Right. Had your fill for the day.
And then my one last little nasty thing, and then we'll move along.
There's more.
This is just a simple one.
Your goal is to actually get me to puke in my garbage can right here, isn't it?
I'm not one to use bathrooms in like public places. I'll pee if I have to, but I'm not taking a dump in a public place.
Yeah. If I got to sit down and file some paperwork, I'm gonna probably try my best to wait until I can get home. And if home is too far away, well, I got enough friends and family members I can stop by.
Well, I live down south at the time, and I'm near nothing. And I all of a sudden had one of those where you go, oh, your guts just go.
Oh, it's just like right
it's just
there.
like a cramp. It's like,
oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, and it just hits you like a ton of bricks out of nowhere, man. Right?
And there's no warning. It's just all of a sudden. Oh, shit.
Yep, literally.
So I told the guy I'm working with, I was like, dude, I got to go. So we run in. I had to go so bad. He gets in because we had a van we worked out of. He jumps in the front seat of the van to start driving. I don't get in the passenger seat. I open the side door and I fucking stand there because if I sit down, my body's gonna think I'm sitting down.
If I sit down,
I'm like, I can't even sit, dude.
Game on.
So I had no choice. I'm like, pull into the fucking McDonald's. I had to go bad so bad that
their bathrooms are the worst, dude.
Dude. That's how bad I had to go though, because I won't do that. But I had to go that bad.
There's two bathrooms that I will never, ever, for the rest of my life, ever use for that kind of a situation. McDonald's and Jack in the Box.
I should have I did tile, dude. There was buckets. I should have just sat on a damn bucket in the van and I go in, dude. I was pissed.
Driving.
I go in. The bathroom has one toilet. I open the door. You tell me how people do this.
Oh, no.
Tell me how they do this.
Oh, God.
Dude. The toilet was completely full of shit. At the least 6 inches above the toilet seat. It was a heap of shit. You know what that takes? That means people are getting in there and they're standing over it and they're just going any fucking way. dude. You ever go in a porta-john? I can't even go in those. I'm like, because when you open a seat in a porta-john, you can see it all. And I'm like, no, thank you.
I can barely take a piss in one of them porta shitters.
So how do you go in and you see a toilet that's completely full of shit and stand over it and shit more on top of it? I opened it and I was like, holy, it was incredible. What's more incredible is the restaurant left it like that. Nobody's saying nothing. They're not cleaning that shit out. I wonder who had to deal with that.
That's McDonald's for you.
Who do you imagine the guy that had to finally go in there and go, motherfucker?
No shit, right?
You know what I did once?
I'll tell you what, dude. I worked at Jack in the Box when I was a kid, when I was in high school. And there was someone that went into the men's restroom and they took a shit and they smeared it all over the seat, all over the wall, all over the toilet paper like dispenser, all over the hell wants mirror.
To hold crap in their hands.
Mm-hmm. And guess who had to clean it up?
Sexually, that's disgusting.
This guy had to clean it up.
You had to clean it?
I was the one that the manager said, Brandon, we need you to go clean the bathroom. Someone just like shit and smeared it everywhere. I went, excuse me? Come again? You realize I'm like only working like a 2 or 3 hour shift here.
You had to
Yep. I was the son of a bitch that had to clean that bathroom.
Oh, that's crazy. Holy shit, dude.
So
did you make it?
Dude.
I would have probably puked.
It was gross. It was the most at that point in time, at that point of my life, it was the most vile thing I'd ever experienced. So I grabbed multiple pairs of gloves and I put 3 gloves on like one hand kind of deal. Okay. I took the hose from out back.
What'd you do
that we would use to hose off the like the delivery area, right? Luckily there was a drain like in like a big drain and the floor drain in there. And I just hosed. Dude, I did nothing but hose for almost an hour. And just focused on literally hosing all the shit that was on the walls toward that stupid fucking drain. Hosed off the toilet, hosed off everything. And then I realized the error of my ways after that hour was done, because said floor drain was like a grate and it had a couple screws in there. And the shit wasn't going through the grate. And it was just kind of covering it instead. So me and my infinite wisdom, I went to the manager, 16 years old. Went to the manager and I said, I can't get the shit to go through the little drain thing on the floor. And they're like, it's not supposed to go through the drain in the floor. What do you mean? They're like, you don't hose shit down that drain. That's just, you don't do that. I'm like, well, what do I do? They're like, the shit needs to go in the toilet and the toilet needs to get flushed. And I'm like,
dude,
but how?
As soon as they even told me to clean that, I was like, you know what?
Dude, you want to know
I need to find a job.
You know what I ended up doing?
I'm afraid to ask.
I grabbed a dustpan like you would use for a broom. Yep.
What about the smell? There had to, there's a smell.
I don't want to relive the smell.
You sat there and breathed it? You didn't try to wear a mask?
We had like masks and shit, and I put a mask on.
But you could still smell it, probably.
Yeah. Did you know that really wet shit makes a very distinct sound when you scoop it up with a dustpan? off the floor.
Oh, that's
I'm
disgusting.
just saying. Yeah.
I don't even want to ask
Um,
what you got paid for that.
Dude, it was Jack in the Box, buddy. It was minimum wage.
There's
And
no
I
way.
was-
Jack
I
in the
was
Box is not that
16.
important of a job. I'd be like,
Well, I was 16. It was my very first job ever. I had only been there for, I think, like maybe a month. And yeah,
wrong place.
the
wrong
minimum
time,
wage at that point in time,
7 something.
I want to say minimum wage was $6.75 an hour
Really? I thought it was like 7.
back then. I don't remember exactly.
What you should have did was dip your finger and do like a warrior thing.
Oh my God. No. This is like, dude, you know what? This is the grossest episode that we've had. I'm just saying.
It makes me think of something I did once, and to this day I feel kind of bad about it.
Uh-oh.
Kind of wonder what happened the next day.
Did you poo in a bag, put it on someone's porch, light it on fire, ring the doorbell, and
No,
run
but-
away?
So I'm at this high school in Halifax, Virginia, where I was living, because
Uh-huh.
one of my wife's daughter was doing the dance or something, and my son was just little baby, and he went in his diaper. So I'm like, I'll go change him. I had a friend of mine visiting me that lived in North Carolina. Okay, he
Okay.
went to high school with me, but moved down south. And he goes with me, and we're running down the halls looking for a spot where there ain't people, so I can just lay him in the hall and change him. Get down the hall, lay Jace down, change his diaper, and now I'm sitting there with a shit diaper. You know, looking for the trash can, and there's a locker. It is one of those lockers that won't shut all the way. So the top was locked in, but the bottom wasn't.
No.
My
You
buddy
dick.
grabs it and he kind of pulls it open, and I chucked the diaper in the locker.
Oh my God.
I was only like 23 or 4 years old.
On that note,
Could you imagine a poor kid going to school the next day? Everybody gets there in the morning, you're going in your locker, and he opens it. You know that locker stunk. And then
dude,
for all I know, I ruined that dude's life. He may have been picked on bad from that time on.
he's
Hey, it's diaper guy.
permanently traumatized. Like his nickname was Shithead for a totally different reason.
We thought it was kind of funny because we kind of like think something high school you do, but then after time went by, I started thinking about it, I'm like, sometimes it's what causes people to really they're like, people just put a rib on them. Hopefully it was at least somebody who was really shitty to kids or something, at least. Hopefully I nabbed a bully. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just picked on people. Take that. Have a diaper.
So what you're saying is hopefully whoever that locker belonged to got picked on by somebody else way more hardcore than just them accidentally finding a diaper that just happened to be there from you.
What if it was a girl's locker? I don't know whose locker it was.
See? Yeah. I've never been more disappointed in you than I am right now. I can't even keep a straight face. Oh,
Don't do
man.
that shit, people.
No, don't be a shitty human being.
I'm gonna be honest. Don't think I'm a dick. I don't usually do crap like that. I'm the guy who like sticks up for people getting bullied because I'm not one to usually do that type of stuff. I don't know why. It was a weird spur of the moment. My buddy's kind of like, he thinks shit like that's funny, and I don't know what it was. It was just a funny moment.
Young, dumb, and stupid. What'd you say?
Young,
You
dumb,
were
and
23.
stupid.
Is that what you said? 23, 24, somewhere in there. Yeah, just young and dumb.
Dumb as rocks.
So you're old enough to know better, but still too young to care at that point. That could be a
Pretty much.
song. Oh wait. Well, that was fun.
That
I had a blast.
must have been one of the most weirdest shows we've done.
That one went by really fast.
Yeah, it did.
That one
Because
went
we
by
were
really
really,
fast.
it was good. We were just involved in our
That was fun.
stories.
See, this is what you and I originally kind of were talking about for the show anyways. Just, two dudes shooting the shit.
Dude, we talked a lot about shit near the end. Everything was
It
involved.
is what it
in
is.
shit.
It is what it is. Who cares?
You're cleaning
This is-
shit off the walls. There's toilets and McDonald's full of shit. I'm throwing shitty diapers.
This is one of those ones. It's like purely for entertainment purposes only. There's absolutely zero value that we're going to be trying to add to anybody's day.
No value in this episode. It's nothing but entertainment.
Oh
shit.
man.
Well,
Brother, I have to go
got stuff to
heat
do.
up some boob juice in the bottle warmer from the fridge and feed the
Share
baby
some
Youre.
with the baby this time.
I gotta get my calories. Okay. No. Buddy, I look forward to this day every week. That was fun.
So do
Thank you.
I.
It's a blasty blast.
Love it.
We love hanging out with all y'all, even though you're not here physically in the moment with us and you're out there on the listening world or the viewing world on the tubes of you. This is made so much better by the audience and the listeners and especially
right.
the people on the Line app. So I know that we have an ad or whatever, and it probably got played for the Line app, but I'm going to say it right here. Y'all come find us on the Line app. Come get engaged with us one-on-one, live and in person. Things are actually starting to pick up in other aspects of the world. Nick and I are getting on that thing a heck of a lot more coming up here in the near future than we currently have been, trying to get a little bit more involved, do some more stuff.
Yeah, things slow
Anyway.
down a little bit because of comps and whatnot.
Things slow down, life gets in the way, things happen, babies are born, shit gets cleaned up. But
Yeah.
anyway, dude, till next time.
Peace. Love y'all. Till
Catch
next
y'all
week.
later.
Later.